Mr. President, Governor, glad you could be here. Thanks for agreeing to make a special appearance in our math class here at Biola University.
Thank you, Biola University, for welcoming us here. Mr. President, it's good to be with you again.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to thank Governor Romney and the university for your hospitality. There are a lot of points I want to make tonight.
No, I know you have a lot of points to make, but you know what? Let's just stick to math. This is a math class. You know, I'm wondering, why does the federal government spend more than it has? So let's start with a simple math question. If the U.S. government has $4 trillion and then you spend $3 trillion, how much do you have left?
That's $7 trillion.
No. I'm saying that if you have $4 trillion minus $3 trillion, you should have $1 trillion left over. Just one?
Yes, another $1 trillion. That's $8 trillion.
Wait, no, you're still adding. You can't add that back in. Okay, Governor, what about you? What's $4 trillion minus $3 trillion? We're talking about math where you subtract. You don't add it up. You subtract.
Well, we're talking about math that doesn't add up.
That's right.
How about $4 trillion of deficits?
Well, no.
Over the last 4 years, $5 trillion. That's math that doesn't add up.
No, you know what? That's not right either. I'm saying that if you start with $4 trillion and then you spend $3 trillion, you subtract those numbers, they don't add up. They just don't add up.
Of course they add up. I was someone who ran businesses for 25 years.
The math doesn't add up.
All right, well, I can tell you're going to disagree about that. Okay, well, let's move on to education. Governor Romney, I see that you got a degree in political science, and I'm wondering how much math you had to take for that political science degree. And now that you have that degree, what are you doing? Did you find a job?
I've got my degree. I can't find a job.
Oh.
I've got 3 part-time jobs. They're just barely enough to pay for my food and pay for an apartment. I can't begin to pay back my student loans.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe that's why you're running for president. I hear that pays really well. Okay, next question is defense spending. This is for the president. We spend an amazing number of dollars on our military. Should we increase that? And what new weapons would you like to see our military get?
Part of it is seeing if we can get automatic weapons that kill folks in amazing numbers.
Oh, yeah. I guess. I see. Well, you know what? Let's talk about jobs. Mr. President, if you could have any job in the world, in other words, who are the people that really matter in this country?
Math teachers. What they need for our kids.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm flattered. Okay, well, I guess it's obvious that you guys are both pretty tired from a long campaign season, and since tonight is Halloween, I guess this last question will be about candy. Which of these 2 things would you rather have? Another week of campaigning or another week of just sitting around eating Halloween candy?
One of 2 things, either candy.
That's what we need more of, candy.
Governor Romney, I'm glad that you agree.
All right, good. Well, I'm glad that you guys finally agree on something. I think we've reached a consensus, more candy for everyone, and that's something we can all agree on. So, yes, good for you, finally coming to a consensus.